Hey guys, it's Kayla from Killing It With Coupons, and I'm here to share with you guys my Meijer grocery haul for you guys this week. I ended up doing this as a grocery pickup order with the exception of a few items actually, because if they were out of one of the things, I was going to have to probably substitute it for a different thing in order to get the deal to work, and they said they had low stock, so I really didn't want to take a chance of ending up having to pay for them the price that it was. Anyway, the deal just kind of like wouldn't work out if they had done the like substitutions, so that's why I wanted to do that myself. And since I was going to be in just one aisle pretty much anyway, I decided just to run into Meijer and do this deal myself. So I'm sharing this with you guys as a combined grocery haul. Also, I do apologize for the sun that is glaring in. It has been raining / snowing all morning, and now it is like getting sunny out, and then it goes back to not being quite as sunny. So I apologize if all of a sudden there's like a crazy glare going on from that, but either way, these were some really good deals. So I have to share with you guys what all I ended up picking up at Meijer for this week. So all of these items here on the table, again, it was combined between both the grocery pickup and then the few items that I ended up running in for, just so like I said I could do that deal. And they were actually out of two things too. It's weird, like with Meijer's like low stock, and when you're placing an order and stuff like that, they told me that they were like, they had things in stock, and then today when I went to go and pick it up, it was like, oh yeah, actually they're not in stock now, and they weren't able to fulfill those things. But then again, the deal, like I said, that I was going to do, they kept saying they had low stock of it, but when I went there they had like 10 of them. I was like, is this you're considered low stock? But anyways, so the combined total price for all of these items would have been, oh my goodness, the sun, would have been $145.78. I paid $58.36 and saved $87.42. So for all these items here on the table, it would have cost $145.78. I paid $58.36 and saved $87.42. I got back the equivalent of what would be about $1.88 in the M perks. For every dollar spent, you get so many M perks like points. Plus they also have like boosters and things like that as well. Like I know for like fresh produce, I had one that was like spend $5 and you got like an extra 1,000 points, I think, or something like that. And every 1,000 points you can redeem for $1 off, and you can do it like in increments of, I think, like $1, $5, $20, you know, like that. So but every, like, it doesn't increase the value, like every, even like for $20 it would be 2,000 points, so every 1,000 points is $1. So basically, like I said, I ended up getting back the equivalent of what would be about $1.88 in M perks that I could use for future dollars off. So that ended up really netting me for all these items a $56.48, which, like I said, I think is pretty good for what I ended up picking up. I'll go through first the deals that were going on this week with the dollar deals. They're a limit of 10 each, not like 10 total, but 10 each. So like I think, again, the same item you can only get 10 of or whatever. And I did post, if you guys follow me on my other social medias, like some of the best deals to do with that have over 50% savings, which is one of the deals I ended up doing. I didn't end up actually doing a ton of those this week, but they had Chobani Greek yogurts. These are on sale for $1. I picked up 5 of them, and they had a $1 off of 5 coupon. So they were just $4 for 5, or 80 cents each. They're regularly $1.39, so it would have been $6.95. And again, after what I paid for with the sale and coupon, I saved $2.95. So again, not a completely 50% savings, but that still is a pretty good deal. The Totino's pizza rolls, the 15 count, these are $1. I picked up 4 of them. They're regularly $2.09, so these would have been $8.36. I ended up paying only $4 and saved $4.36. The Meijer popcorn, these are on sale again, also for $1 as part of that dollar sale. They're regularly $1.89. I picked up 2, so they would have been $3.78. I paid only $2 and saved $1.78. Also, I use these a lot, these Meijer olives. They are on sale again, also $1. They're regularly $1.99, so they would have been $3.98. I paid just $2 for those two and saved $1.98. They didn't have as many deals as they normally have going on at Meijer, funny enough. Like normally I end up doing a lot more of these dollar deals, or they'll have it listed as a 7 for 7 sale. But they, like I said, didn't have quite as many and weren't a ton of great deals, but these are ones that I saw that weren't too bad, or things that we do use kind of often, so I thought it was a good time to get some of those grocery things that are a little bit cheaper than getting them at a different grocery store. Also, if you guys saw my haul from last week, I did email them about why my strawberry price went up, and they said that it was only a 2-day sale, although I did not see that anywhere. Like, and now I'm gonna make sure that I extra like double triple check the dates on there, because I did not see that they said it was not going to be. But the day that I picked up my grocery order, they weren't on sale anymore, but when I placed the order they were. So since I picked it up on the next day, they ended up charging me more, which I don't know, it's kind of weird because I've had stuff similar to that at like Walmart, where like they'll have it on rollback, but then if I pick it up and it goes up in price the next day, I still get the price I paid for it. So again, I kind of get it. Like if you're buying stuff that's part of the sale, but you're picking it up the day after the sale, like they wouldn't possibly honor the sale anymore. Like I get that, but like I said, I didn't see anything listed, you know, it wasn't the weekly sale, and I didn't see anything listed that said like only 2 days or anything like that. But I did email them and they said that, you know, they were sorry that it was a, you know, kind of a difference in the price, and they actually did credit it back to the price it was supposed to be when I paid for it. But just going forward, I know to make sure that I'm looking for that, and again, triple checking that it doesn't say anywhere on there like a special 2-day sale or something like that. But raspberries were on sale instead this week for 99 cents, and they did not say that they were any special 2-day sale or anything. I picked up 4 of them. These are regularly $3.39. They would have been $13.56, but I paid just $3.96 and saved $9.60. The another really good deal, especially because I'm gluten-free, so this was a good deal for me. This Milton's cauliflower crust pizza, these are on sale for $6.99. They're regularly $9.56, but they had a $5 off digital M-Perks coupon, so these were just $1.99, and I saved $7.60, which is awesome. Like seriously, this is awesome, especially getting stuff like gluten-free or specialty diet kind of stuff. I'm also a vegetarian, so that's another thing that's kind of makes it a little bit hard too. But again, that is getting deals on like those kind of things is very difficult. Normally I'm used to paying a lot more money for the same thing, gluten-free or again a special vegetarian kind or something like that. So whenever I can get a deal that's like cheaper than most regular pizzas, that's awesome. Another deal they had going on this week was on the Kellogg's cereals. These are on sale $4 for 2. They're regularly $4.29 each. So the 2 of them would have been $8.58. That's already like a pretty good deal, but top it off with they have $1 off of 2 M-Perks digital coupon. These were just $3 for 2 or $1.50 a box, which is pretty good, and we saved $5.58. Those M-Perks digital coupons, those so long as you have a Meijer account, they should be available for everybody to clip. In fact, I think this was an advertised one this week as well, so it wasn't like specialty or anything like that. So again, you should be able to get these and clip these coupons as well. The milk, this is the milk that my dad gets. Again, another one of those kind of specialty things, like it costs more money than a regular gallon of milk, but getting a good deal on this. I compared this to Aldi's price because Aldi has one that's similar to this. It's regularly $4.79, and there was a $2 off M-Perks coupon, so we paid just $2.79 and saved $2, which like I said, isn't the best deal, but when I compared it to Aldi's price, I think theirs is like regularly about $3, like maybe $2.99, so it was a little bit cheaper, but still it wasn't the best price, but it was still a pretty good price. A really good deal going on this week on these Boost nutritional drinks. Again, my mom had asked for these, and this is something that again is normally a pretty expensive thing, but able to get a really good deal at Meijer with these this week. They're regularly $9.99. They're on sale, buy one get one 50% off, so $5 is going to come off of one of them, so they'll be $14.98. But there's also a $6 off of 2 M-Perks coupon, so you will end up paying just $8.98 $4.98 for 2, or $4.49 each, and you save $11. Like I said, not like completely dirt cheap, but over 50% savings is really good. And I know that again too, if you were looking at picking these up at like CVS or Walgreens, these would probably be more money retail price than that, like probably closer to $12, $13 each. So this is a really good deal at Meijer, because Meijers prices are pretty low anyway. Also, these gum Crayola twistable flossers, these are on sale for $1.69. They're regularly $2.69, but we also have a $1 off coupon, so these are just 69 cents. I love getting this deal. Like, I've already given some of these away because we have so many flossers, but this is awesome, and you save $2 with these. Lastly, as part of the grocery pickup order I ended up doing, I picked up the goldfish crackers, which are on sale at $6 for 3. You do have to buy 3 to get them at that price, and they'll be $2 each. But bonus, we have a $1 off of 3 M-Perks coupon. So these will be $5 for 3, or $1.66-67 each, which if you guys check on there, these regularly sell for $3.69. So even though that's not actually Meijer's price for these, because again, their price is normally a little bit lower, their price is $2.79. So these would have been $8.37 at Meijer, but again, based on other like suggested retailer price, $3.69. I still save $3.37, but even more at the suggested retailer price, which like I said is really awesome. So that was everything, like I said, for the grocery pickup. These were the other things that I ended up picking up at that I did inside, because like I said, if they hadn't had one item, I might have substituted for something else or just not done the deal altogether. But it's hard to like tell people that when they're picking your order for you and might not know exactly how you're planning the scenario in your head, which is why I ended up doing this. So like I said, the lighting is going to be really bad over here, but that was on these P&G products. So they had a coupon available that was when you spent $50, you got $15 off, and it's like a store coupon, so it will stack with the manufacturer coupons that they have also available on each of these items. And they had Tide really cheap on sale anyway this week, so I was like, I have to figure out a really good scenario then to include the Tide and make this into a really good deal. In order to get to the $50 total, your total needs to be before coupons, but after the sale price. So the Tide, for example, is on sale for $12.99. It's regularly $13.99. There is a $5 off coupon, so that will make it $7.99, which is already a really good price. I picked up some Tide last week at Jewel for that same deal, so this is really good. And I believe that you can get that, you can use the coupon on either the liquid or the pods. They also had Gain fabric softener, which was on sale for $12.99, normally $13.99, and they had a $3 off coupon. They also had, and this was the thing that they kept saying was in stock, then out of stock, then low stock, was on these Febreze plug-in scent boosters. These are $9.99, regularly $10.49, but they had a $5 off coupon, so that's also $4.99, which a lot of stores actually have this for that price. It's not like the most amazing deal, but that is a really good way to get your total up higher, but then have a high value coupon that will then end up lowering your actual out-of-pocket cost for it. Also, the Dawn Power Wash refill, this is $4.19, and there's a $2 off coupon. You could also pick up the like starter, but I already have 2 of them, so I was like, I can get the refill and this will make it a little bit cheaper for me. Those are $2.99, or I think those are on sale for $4.99, and you can use that $2 off coupon, so it'll be like a little bit less than $1 more. But like I said, this was the way I ended up doing it because I already had those and it was a little bit less out of pocket. Also, the Charmin, this is on sale for $11.79, regularly $12.49, and there's a $2 off coupon. Also with the Dawn Power Wash, that is, the regular price is $4.19, and like I said, there's a $2 off coupon. After the sales, but before the coupons, the subtotal was $51.95 for those 5 items, and then I used that $15 off of 5 M-Perks coupon, and also had the $17 of the coupons, you know, for each item. So this in total ended up costing me just $19.95 for all 5 of those P&G products, which are normally very expensive. I saved $35.20 on those items, which, like I said, with P&G products, Charmin, Gain, Tide, Febreze, Dawn, all that kind of stuff, you know, the personal care stuff too from P&G, like those are normally pretty expensive items. So anytime that, again, too, you can get one of the most expensive toilet papers for a really, really good deal, that's normally a pretty good, you know, like I said, I was willing to go in the store this week to go and see if I could still get this deal. Even to the Gain, I will normally pick this up even when it is just that $12.99 with the $3 off coupon. Like $10 for a thing of Gain fabric softener is a pretty good deal. The $7.99, like I said, I picked that up last week at Jewel for that price for the same size of the Tide. Again, some of those prices for those products is a pretty good deal when you can, again, pair it up with a $15 off of 5, or again, whatever other type of deals and sales other grocery stores have like that, and make those into a way lower deal and out of pocket for yourself. That's awesome. Like, I didn't have to mess with any extra bucks or Walgreens cash or anything like that. I just paid the 20 bucks out of pocket for those items, which, like I said, in P&G type products, I'm willing to pay more for, because quality and, you know, again, they're more expensive a lot of times as well. So like I said, I keep apologizing for this lighting in here. It's bad. Maybe if I back up a little bit, it'll be a little bit better, but again, overall for all these items, I think what I ended up picking up was really good, especially, like I said, getting some of those household stock up essentials as well. Like, even though the toilet paper is the 6 count with the Charmin, those are the mega rolls, like those are still gonna last for a really long time. So like I said, I thought all in all, this was really good deals. A lot of stuff, like I was saying, that is particularly stuff that like we use anyway. The pizza, I'm definitely gonna take advantage of. My mom asked for the Boost too, and that stuff that she used, and my brother drank, and then also too, like my dad's milk. Those are all good deals on things that we normally use anyway. That's kind of the side of couponing that I like to focus on, as well as a lot of times practical couponing. Like, yes, we can get toothpaste for free and 50 cents and all that kind of stuff, but what is actual practical use type items as well, like things that you need and will use. Like, again, maybe the Boost was a little bit higher out of pocket and a little bit expensive, you know, and that kind of stuff, but it's a practical use thing, something that's on our grocery list that we need and we get, and that kind of stuff. And when I can score an amazing deal on it, I will go ahead and pick those up at, you know, over half off. Is awesome. So that was it for me this week. Like I said, I have been sharing some of the Meijer deals even ahead of time with you guys on my social media, so hopefully you guys are following me over there as well. But let me know also if you guys score any of these deals, if you guys ended up doing the P&G deal that was going on this week, and how you came up with the scenario. I was thinking about trying to figure out a way to maybe get paper towels, because I know we're a little bit lower in paper towels, but I worked this out to be a really good deal, and I think under 20 bucks for all that was good. But anyways, I will see you guys all in the next haul. So bye guys.